Hello folks, Dave's RV channel here. Today I have a special treat for you. I have a Flagstaff Lite 21 DS. If you've never seen one of these, it got a great layout. It's very lightweight, dual axle, good RV for the money. I'm gonna show you the inside and the outside. I'm basically gonna show you this RV from somebody who's not trying to sell it to you. I do not work for this company that makes them. I don't work for the company that sells them. I'm just an independent guy that works for myself, and I enjoy doing this on my free time. So if you think that's cool, hit that thumbs up. That'll give me 2 cents. That's about what YouTube pays. Okay folks, what I want to share with you is most of the stuff that you do not see when you go on the internet. Basically, when you go on the internet, it's going to show you a lot of the stuff on their website. But what I want to do is I want to kind of walk through this and tell you what I see just from my experience dealing with RVs. Now, there's a lot of stuff that's just common sense that you'll be able to see for yourself, but I want to kind of tell you, just in case you're not able to get out and shop around. This way you can look at several models in the comfort of your own home. But if you have any questions, what I would suggest is go to the Flagstaff website and just look it over, and it'll tell you how many gallons of fresh water and all that kind of stuff these tanks will hold. But what I want to do is I want to take you inside and show you this RV as I see it and as it feels to me from my experience over the years. I'm going to tell you the good and bad of this RV as I see it. I'm not going to tell you just the good or just the bad. I feel like you know, RVs have, each one of them have a little something different to them, but a lot of RVs have the same thing. And sometimes I notice good things and bad things about RVs. First thing I'm going to do is sit on this couch and see how it feels. And I'm going to tell you, it's I'm going to give this about a 6 out of, probably more like a 5 out of 10. But you know, that's right as you come in the door. This couch is right here. Now this couch converts into a Murphy bed. I'm not going to be able to do that and hold the camera at the same time, but basically if you see this handle right here, that handle is what you pull to make that couch lay flat. And then there is a Murphy bed that comes down from behind that couch, and that will lay across that couch. So I'm just going to tell you folks, I've been on those beds before. I would highly suggest, if you consider buying one of these, that you upgrade that mattress into a home size mattress, if you will. So anyway, it does have, this RV's got plenty of windows in it. You've got one here right by the couch. You've also got one right here in the kitchen area over the prep space. And you've also got, as you come around to the dinette, you've got 3 windows within just the dinette. And now we're back to the front again. There's a window on the other side of the couch. Now there is plenty of storage in this RV. You've got a, like a his and hers on each side of the couch. Now what I like about this is it's right by the couch, so if the couch is in the downward position or the bed in the upward, however you want to look at it, you can get to this closet area by standing up. You do not have to straddle beside the bed just trying to get to it. So if that bed was made and the bed was out here, you would really struggle getting to those storage cabinets to get your clothes out. Again, I'm going to be honest with you folks as I go through these things. If you've watched a lot of people talk about these RVs, they don't tell you that kind of stuff, so I'm trying to save you the time so you don't have to spend days out shopping for an RV. you'll be able to watch my channel, and I'm going to take you out there and show you every one of them that I can find. If you also notice, you've got the charging center here. You can plug in a cigarette lighter type adapter, or you've got also a 110 type plug-in, which would work great, because if you were sitting on this couch and you had your computer right there, that would work great. So I like that they put that there. Now, if you've watched many of my videos, you will see that I have complained about companies putting a skylight right over the couch or bed. I do not like this idea, folks, and I'm going to tell you that if I were to buy this RV, I would have that covered up. I would put an exterior cover over it, and I would try to make me something that I could cover from the inside if I bought this and if I planned on using it during any winter months. The reason I say that is hot air will rise to that point, moisture will gather, moisture comes dripping right down onto your couch or onto your bed. This will not occur if the heat is not on. So you're good year-round. Anytime this thing's in storage or whatever, you don't have to worry about it. But if you are camping in the wintertime and you have heat source in here, you will get condensation drip from that point. And that's on every RV, not just this one. That's on every one of them. So anyway, blocking from the bed area to the living room area, you have a pull curtain. This curtain is on a track, and you can see that that track system goes across here, and you can pull that across to block the bedroom from the living dining area. There's also speakers that I did not mention. You've got speakers that are hooked up through the DVD and stereo system that are hooked up in here to kind of give you like a surround sound. You've also got heating and air duct into the ceiling as well. So that way you're not just having hot spots or cold spots throughout the RV. It gives you a lot more comfortable experience. So another thing I want to show you is the dinette. Right now it's in the broke down position, which basically means this is turned to where you can make a bed real easily out of it. All you would do is take those back cushions and put those across the top of the bed, across the table, I'm sorry, and that becomes a bed. But what I want to do is I want to sit down on this cushion and tell you the comfort level. And I'm just going to tell you honestly, the comfort level of these cushions, I'm going to give them about a 3, maybe a 4 out of 10. And you know, this is probably going to work good as far as a bed, that it would give you a firm type bed cushion, but I would not want to sit at that for a long period of time. Again, I do not just tell you the good or just the bad of an RV. I will tell you as I see it. On the slide out here, which the slide is very deep, so it does make this room very roomy. If you look in here between the kitchen and that slide, you've got a good close to 6 foot between the kitchen area and the slide. So you've got plenty of room to move about in here. You could probably put a wheelchair in here if you had to. I doubt that a wheelchair could go through that doorway there, but just kind of letting you know what I see. The cabinets that are over the dinette just have an open latch, and nothing fancy here, which is okay. It's just one less thing to tear up. Got pretty nice modern style lighting. And I'll get over here to the refrigerated area. You got a refrigerator freezer, which I like that it is separate. That way you're not letting all the air out trying to wrestle with your freezer when you're opening the refrigerator to get to it. And you've also got a storage area for more like a pantry for food. And personally, folks, if that was me, I would probably use a lot of that area for my clothing, simply because of how difficult it is to get your clothing from beside the bed. And they thought of that too, because they did put you a towel bar up there to hang your clothes from. So yep, these will come out, so that's not a problem. You also do have some couple of little doors down below, and also another outlet, an electrical outlet, which I like to see that. That's a good place for it to be. If you were to have a vacuum in here, that would be a great place to hook it up to, or anything else. That's just I love to see that they put these outlets in here, because they never are enough. You can never have enough outlets. Alright, so going into the bathroom, you will see that it's got a standard foot flush toilet, and it's also got the doors on the shower doors, and it's also got a good ceiling rise, so that for us tall guys, when we get in that shower, we got plenty of headroom. And I see that it does have a max air fan, so that's a good thing to have. That's another thing that I always suggest, folks, is always look for a max air fan, or any fan similar to that. But you do not want one of the fans that just has a little 4-inch fan in it. Those things are junk. Anyway, we've got a good storage, like a linen storage. You could actually store all of your clothes in here probably. It's a good 8 inches deep inside of there, and it's very wide. I would say about 16 inches wide. So you've got plenty of room to store a lot of clothes inside of there. Now, they've also got a medicine cabinet, and it's about a 4-inch deep, and you can see that it's a good 3 stories high, plus there's room up on top if you were to keep this thing parked at all times. You also have a good, it looks like a standard size sink. You've got your place to put your toothbrush and your soap, and there's also a little cabinet door down below. And again, they did give you an electrical outlet here in the bathroom for maybe curling iron or shave setup or something of that nature. And now we get into the kitchen. That's where the good stuff happens, right here now, especially if you out camping. You've got a good area to put you some silverware, and you've got a drawer that pulls out. Oh, I like that. That is nice. It rolls out real good. It's about a 4-inch deep drawer, and but you can see that even though the drawer is only 4 inches deep, you still have a good 4 inches here, so you could stick a high level pot in that area and it not be a problem. And you do have an oven, so you've got a good enough area here. You could cook a turkey or a Boston butt in that, which would be nice if you're out camping for sure. And you've got a 3-burner stove set up. You've also got a 2-bowl sink, and it does have the removable top here, which will give you a little more room to do some cooking and prep on. And of course, you've got a microwave up above. This is your DVD player set up, so you can actually play this through your TV, and you can take your TV outside and set it up as well. That way you've got give you a little flexibility. You can watch a ball game outside while you know, somebody else could be watching one in here if you wanted to. This TV is actually set up on a swivel system, and the good of that is if you're sitting at the dinette, you can turn it that direction, or if you were over at the bed area, you could turn that TV towards the bed area as well. So anyway, I have shown you a little bit about this RV, and again, I'm going to show you just a little something that I do not like. And if this is not your first time to watch my channel, you know where I'm about to go. If this dinette slide was pulled inward, you could not get to your refrigerator. And again, I will say that I hate to see that. There's only 3 things I like to see when an RV has a slide. I want you to be able to get to the bathroom, I want you to be able to get to the kitchen, and I want you to be able to get to the bed if that slide is slid in. Because if you're boondocking, you want to be able to get to that slide, or let's say you're having vehicle troubles or you've had battery troubles and you can't get this slide in without having to do it manually, you want to be able to get to those three things I just mentioned. Especially if you're going down the road and you have an upset stomach, you jump in here and you want to use that bathroom, you want to be able to get to it. If you pull over and you want to make you a sandwich, you do not want to set your slide out just to make a sandwich. So that's why I like to point that out, folks. It may never be a problem to you, or if you're like me, that would be something that would bother me several times. Because when I travel, I like to be able to just step into my RV and do what I need to do and get back at it. But again, I will say that this is one of my favorite RV units. This is a 21DS. My favorite RV unit is a 21FBRS, and I do have a video to it on this channel. And you will see that these are very similar, but the 21FBRS, you can get to all the three major components at any time. Okay, as I said earlier, it does have a slide, and you can see that it actually has a cover going over the slide. And I highly recommend getting that on any RV. Not just this one, but any RV. That will help prevent leaks from getting into your RV. Here's the sticker if you want to hit pause and read some of that. This is where you're going to find your gross vehicle weight, which is 6,028 pounds. That's with this RV fully loaded. And here's some of your tire spec information, and they've got that in French and in kilograms for you. And also here is your cargo sticker. And again, they've got that in kilograms versus pounds, which I do not understand why we started doing that, but we did. The rack on here, I do like that you can now put about 3 to 4 batteries on this battery rack, which I love to see that. So it does have capabilities for solar. That's already included on this RV as it sits today. So with those batteries, that's definitely going to help you. Right here is your solar plug, so I think that is very handy to have that right here, especially with your batteries right there. Of course, you got 4 corner jacks on this thing. These are they're not electric, but you know, you can take a cordless drill, put 11/16 drill or socket on it. Doesn't take but a second to run that down. If it's electric, to me, that's just another thing that's probably going to break on you later on, so it kind of saved you some headache. I talked earlier about being able to put a TV outside. You can see right here's where you hook your TV at. I do like these windows, folks. I like how these windows seal. I like that they're tinted. This RV has a very nice, classy design. Very clean outside, the way it's laid out. And very aerodynamic by the front nose of it. Again, folks, I highly recommend going on the internet to their website and read all the particulars about it as far as the specs that they give it, and you know, kind of see what all you're looking for, see if it has it. But again, here is the model of it. It's Flagstaff 21DS, which is a micro Lite series. And here is the phone number to the dealership if you'd like to give them a call if you have any questions or comments. Well, folks, I sure appreciate y'all watching today. That concludes today's edition of Dave's RV channel. So this RV is one of my favorites. I've always liked it. I love the layout of it, other than the slide over the refrigerator issue. But other than that, it's a good model. They've been making them for a while now. It's one of the top 10 most popular RV models, I do believe. That's my understanding. But anyway, thanks again for watching, folks. Y'all hit me a little thumbs up down there and give me a subscribe if you hadn't done that already, and hope to see y'all soon. Y'all take care. See ya. Bye-bye.